You didn't notice how much your daily routine had changed until you had to write it down for someone else. I'm Em, a dog mom, former vet tech, and canine nutritionist who is living this chapter right now and who works with dog parents learning to love their dog through the hard parts of getting older. Every morning, Toby and I have our routine: 3 heart meds with peanut butter, Move by Pet Matrix. Then we go outside, and sometimes Fitz is a little too much for Toby, and I have to herd Fitz away so he doesn't just completely bowl him over. Extra bathroom breaks throughout the day because his bladder isn't what it used to be. Watching everything he eats carefully since he doesn't have any teeth left. Meds again at bedtime, making sure he has a quiet, comfortable place to sleep because the fluid around his heart means he doesn't want to sleep piled in bed with Fitz and I anymore. That's the day. That's every day. And I watch all of it and I feel two things at the same time: gratitude that we're still here doing it, and something else, something quieter that's harder to name. Toby is 15, and I'm aware every single morning that I don't know how many more mornings like this there are. It's not the big things that get me, it's the small ones. The way he takes a little longer to get up from his bed, the way he slows down partway through the staircase and then begs to be picked up. The way he sleeps more than he used to. The cloudiness in his eyes that showed up so gradually I almost didn't notice it until one day they just accumulate. And one day you're standing there watching your dog get up from the floor and you realize you've been holding your breath. It didn't shift in one moment for me. It was an accumulation, one small thing and then another, until one day I was writing down his entire daily routine for someone covering while I traveled for the podcast. And I looked at that list and realized how much had quietly changed, how much we had adapted without me ever deciding to adapt. We just did, because that's what this chapter asks of you. There's a kind of grief that doesn't have a name. This is a kind of grief that most people don't know how to name. Not the grief of loss that has language, rituals, has people who understand. This is something different. The grief of a dog who is still here and whose time is becoming something you can feel. You're not grieving what's happened, you're grieving what's coming. And you don't know when. And it's hard to prepare for something you can't schedule. You can just be here now and feel the particular ache of knowing that time is finite in a way it didn't used to feel. And that's a strange thing to carry, because from the outside, everything is fine. Your dog is here. You still have your daily routine. There's nothing to mourn yet, but the mourning has already started anyway. I think everyone who has a senior dog knows this. The way your attention changes, the way you start noticing things you didn't notice before, the way they get up, the way they navigate the stairs, the way they look at you. Not because anything is wrong or different, but because you're paying a different kind of attention now. You're memorizing. That's what it is. You're storing everything up in case you need it later. I'm building the biggest thing I've ever built before with the RV tour. The idea of taking this all on the road. And I'm doing that while Toby is 15. And those two things exist at the same time, and I don't always know what to do with that. The tour is for both of them. I want Fitz to experience it, and I want Toby to experience it. But there's an urgency to the timing that I feel in a way I didn't a year ago, because I can see him aging now. And so the building has to happen now. Not someday, now, because that's what I have. Toby doesn't know I'm feeling any of this. He's not sad. He's just living, potato that he is, perfectly content to exist without drama or fanfare. And I'm right there with him, doing the daily routine and also carrying something that he has no idea about. And you can't explain it to anyone who hasn't been here, because your dog is fine. People want to know when something happens, and nothing has happened. It's just the time. And time is the thing you can't stop. What I've come to is this: the grief that starts before the loss isn't a bad thing. It's the cost of loving something for a long time. It means you've been paying attention. It means the morning routine, the meds, the outside time, the careful watching, the bedtime medication, those mean something because you're letting them mean something. You're not taking them for granted, and that's a gift, even when it's hard. You're not grieving too early, you're loving too much to look away, and there's a difference. Some mornings, you're just there, just in it, present for the whole thing without the ache sitting on top of it. And other mornings, you're already somewhere else in your head, already in the future, already at the part you can't think about yet. And you come back to the meds, to the move, and the careful watching, to now, because now is where he is. You don't have to have it resolved. You don't have to make peace with something before it's time. You just have to be here for the mornings you still have. That's all it asks. If you have a senior dog and you're wondering about the supplement side of things, what actually supports them at this stage, Toby's daily supplement routine is supported by Pet Matrix. You can find the link in the episode description. Here's the question I want to leave you with. What would it look like to let the grief be there without letting it take the entire day away from you? Your dog is still here. You still have your daily routine. And the love you're feeling right now, the complicated, grateful, heartbroken love of a person who knows what they have while they have it, that's not something to push away. That's the whole point. That's what it means to have loved a dog for this long. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I'm feeding my senior dog the right things for where they are right now, the Is Your Dog's Food Actually Working for Them quiz is a good place to start. What works for young dogs isn't always what works for this chapter. The link is in the episode description. So be kind, spread joy, and remember, they don't know what you're carrying, but they're always there with you anyway.